Hey, Derrick, how are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How's your back feeling?
Oh, can't feel both of my legs really, both of my thighs, back behind my thighs. Real
Wow.
nerve, like shocking nerve feeling, both of them right now. It wasn't like that the last few days, but the last day and a half have been like that.
So let's start, from the beginning. This has been something that has been bothering you for quite some time. As far as the Verdum fight is concerned, when did you start to at least, think a bit that this could be an issue, that, it was in a lot of pain, it might affect you, maybe even to the point where you wouldn't fight?
It was right after the weigh-ins. I believe it had something to do with my weight. Soon I started replenishing myself, drinking and eating. Then right after that, my whole body, my lower body just started tightening up more and more. I tried stretching and soaking in the tub and even getting the rub down, and it's getting worse and worse.
Was it bothering you a lot through the camp?
Yeah, off and on, off and on. Even they got footage of it and they embedded, but he didn't put that part in. But they even seen that I was like trying to push through it right there and there. Then
Wow. And so you go to bed Friday night. What are you feeling?
um, just I really couldn't move my legs. I couldn't. I had to take a piss. I had to go back to sleep for like 3 more hours and finally wake up to go take a piss because I couldn't move.
Wow. And so when you wake up Saturday, you just can't get out of bed?
Yeah, I couldn't move at all. You know, shit, I was crying like a big ass baby. Because my coach knew how much this fight mean to me. Shit, you know, and I didn't want to pull out for nothing. My coaches, they all convinced me that it's probably the best thing to do, to pull out because they knew I was going through the same problems with Mark Hunt, and I didn't pull out in that fight, and it cost me.
So did they try to do anything? I'm not sure if you're even allowed, but like, I'm sure the UFC was involved and notified. Did they try to do anything to help you stand up, to help you, get through the day? Was any of that even discussed?
Yeah, we tried. They told me to take 800 milligrams of Motrin. Told me to take about 4 of them. They told me to soak in the tub, and they said that they will give me a shot if I can make it down to the arena. I don't know what kind of shot it was. It was, I guess, the same type of shot that football players take
Yeah.
to get them through injuries or something like that. They
Like a
said
cortisone
they would
shot?
do that, but yeah. And he said that he can't come to my hotel because the event was about to start, and we couldn't go there because I couldn't move.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So do you think that if it was earlier in the day and he was able to go to your room and give you the shot, that you would have been able to fight, or at least try to fight?
Yeah, for sure. The thing was, they told us to wait to try all these different things to see if it will go away, see if I will get better. And so I let them know like around 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning. And the first fight, the doctor or something like that had to leave like around 2:30. And so we let them know way before then, but the doctor said that he wasn't going to be able to make it to my hotel in time.
Were you able to find out at any point what exactly is the issue? What's the problem here?
I'm supposed to get my MRI back today.
Okay.
If not today, tomorrow. Whenever I fought Mark Hunt, we got the MRI done, and they were saying that it was the L4 and the L5 pinched nerves, bulging disc or something like that,
Uh-huh.
moderate disc, and so I believe it's the same thing.
Have you ever felt pain like this before?
No, not at all. It's the
Wow.
worst type of feeling because you can't move. You can't move at all. No
And
matter how much strength you got, you just can't move.
and you've been dealing with this for quite some time, but was this the worst it ever got?
I believe the worst I ever got was in the fight with Mark Hunt, like
Okay, in the
the
fight.
third and fourth round.
Wow.
Yeah, the third and fourth round was the worst I ever got. I couldn't move at all. Only thing I could do was just go up and down. I couldn't throw the right hand. All I could do was throw a jab, and I usually don't even throw a jab. And I was trying to throw it at that fight right there.
And so how did you get home? If you couldn't move, what did they have to do to get you on the plane and eventually home to Houston?
Um, they had brought up 3 security guards, and they put me in a wheelchair, and they rolled me out to the airport like that.
Wow. On Sunday?
Yes.
And what was it like on the plane?
Um, just I really had to just stretch my legs. That's what it felt like I needed to do, and
Okay.
it was just still pain until then, until I got home. You know. But other than that, I still have pain right now. It's just like a numbing feeling in my ass cheeks. No homo.
You mentioned to me that the feeling of having to pull out on hours notice is worse than a loss.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like depressing, like real depressing. It's real mentally. It took I took a big hit in my the mental standing part of the thing. And it is way worse than a loss. It's something that I never experienced, and hopefully I never will experience it ever again. You know, it's depression. I'm really in a depression stage right now. Really.
What was it like on Saturday? What did you do Saturday night while the event was going on? Did you even watch it or lay in bed? What did you do to pass the
No,
time?
shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was really crying.
Wow.
I haven't cried in years. I was really crying the first time. My coaches tried to soothe me, my wife, and everybody was trying to like butter me up, but I wasn't trying to hear it. I was really crying.
Why do you feel like it affected you so much? Was it the mix of the pain and the disappointment? Are you worried that this might, affect your career? Why do you think that you were crying for the first time in years?
It was a bunch of things, all of that, and just knowing that all the work that I put in through my training camp and stuff like that, and just to pull out just hours away from the fight, and just like then knowing that I'm only doing this for the money, also, the missing out on 300K and not getting anything from it, it was like real hard too.
How was the UFC throughout the process towards you?
Oh, they've been good. They've been helping me. We set a doctor appointments left and right. They've been sending me to the top of the line here in Houston. A couple of good doctors, so they've been helping me out through the process.
Are you worried that this might cut your career short, that you may never be able to fight again?
Not at all. Like I said before, I've been dealing with this since 2011. I never been in a fight where it never affected me. It been the last 2 fights, it just been worse. But
Mm.
whenever it happened in 2011, it was worse than these last 2 events.
Oh, really? How did it initially happen?
Just going through a strength and conditioning program back then with a guy. I didn't stretch or nothing like that. I was doing frog leaps, and whenever I came up, and it just felt like everything tore in that side of my back.
Is it possible that you may need surgery?
The doctor that I seen Thursday, he's saying that I shouldn't need surgery.
Okay.
He gave a prescription to something, some pills he gave me. go ahead and take that. Only if the pain get worse, go ahead and take it, because he said he gives it to his son. His son plays college football, D2 school, he said his son dealt with almost the same problem, issues, and he gives it to him, and he's just as new.
Okay. You told me initially that you're hopeful that you would fight in New York. Is that a possibility still?
Yeah, right now, anything possibility. We're just waiting on the MRIs right now before we can start my treatment, because they want to
Okay.
see what's the issue first before we start the treatment. And the doctor I talked to Thursday, he's saying that if he willing to release me anytime, it's up to me. But I really want to take the precautions to see what's really wrong with my back, because I don't want it to happen again. Even if it do happen again, I don't want to go through the same feeling I went through, like pulling out of the fight and all that, going through that emotional mess. I'm still going to fight no matter what.
Yeah. Well, like right now, you can't really train, right?
No, I tried to train today. Like, that's the reason why I'm late now. I was just trying to train, and like we were stretching, and still my back was still giving me issues.
Wow. Are you disappointed to see that Verdum was booked for another fight, or do you understand?
Yeah, I'm disappointed, because I believe that was my fight. I really believe I could knock Verdum out, whatever his name is. I really believe that I could have won that fight. There ain't no way I would have lasted a minute or something like that and got tapped out. I believe that my skill level match up well with his.
Did you end up
And now
seeing?
he got another easy fight.
Right, right. He's fighting Marcin Tybura. He replaced Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
Did you end up seeing? I know
They
you said you.
wanted
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
they wanted me to fight Werdum out there, in Australia. And I'm saying, hell no, I'm not going flying that damn far again.
Yeah, yeah,
Plus, we still need what's going on with my back.
yeah. That doesn't seem like a great idea to fly that far with a bad back.
Yeah.
Did you end up seeing the highlights for his fight? I mean, not much highlights. It was a pretty short fight, but did you end up seeing the fight against Walt Harris?
No, I didn't see it. I just heard about it.
Yeah. That week, you had mentioned that you were kind of down and you weren't really into fighting because of what happened back home in Houston and Las Vegas. Do you feel like any of the stress of what you've been through played a factor in this? That it just became too much?
Not necessarily. Like I said, I've been dealing with this for even before the hurricane. Just about all my fights, I deal with it. And sometimes it gets the best of me. But the hurricane had nothing to do with the pain. I'm an emotional guy, but from all of that, just the back.
Mm.
That's all it had to do with it, just the back, and nothing that happened and that was going on here in Houston.
So either today, tomorrow, somewhere in that time frame, you're hoping to get the MRI. What's the best case scenario with the MRI? Like, what are you hoping to see out of this or to hear?
Something that's real easy to fix. Nothing that was put me on the shelf for months and stuff like that, or no surgery, anything like that. But the doctor, he did an X-ray saying my spine and everything is good.
Okay.
But we did the MRI. We still waiting on the results of that. But he said it shouldn't be anything too serious. If he said that if I wanted to fight in December or November, or what he said that he shouldn't see any problem with that. But we'll see.
By the way, who made the final call to pull out of 216? Did you make it? Your coach, UFC? How did that go?
Oh, my coach and my manager, they
Okay,
both made the decision.
you must have hated. I mean, I can't even imagine when they finally made that call.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was telling them, shit, they're not going to pay me anything if I pull out.
Right.
So I told him I still wanted to fight, but they were saying that this is a huge fight right now. I'm coming off a loss, and I can't really afford another loss right now. You know, and so I was saying, so you mean to tell me they're not going to give me at least 10,000? He was saying, nah, they ain't going to give me anything if I pull out. And I told him I didn't want to pull out. And so we waited for like another hour or so, and I still was trying to wait until the Motrin kick in and stuff like that, and sit in the tub again and try to see if my back will loosen up a little bit, and it still didn't. So I just said, all right, like with tears in my eyes, I just told him, all right, go ahead.
Ah, and you didn't get anything, right?
No, I didn't get nothing.
Is the perfect scenario to come back in around December and get Werdum? Is that what you're really hoping for here?
Yeah, but he's fighting right now, I guess, in Australia. So
Could come back quick if it.
So yeah, if he, I think it's a tough fight for him though, but it's still to me, and it's still in a way it would be an easy fight, you know, because that guy he's more well-rounded than War Harris is.
By the way, I mentioned this to you privately, but the great Diamond Dallas Page wants to work with you. He thinks that he can carry your back forever, sans medication. You know what he does, right?
Nah.
You know who Diamond Dallas Page is?
Yeah. Bang.
Bang. Right here, the diamond cutter, the king of the diamond cutter. He has something called DDP Yoga, and he has transformed people's lives, people who are crippled. And he works with athletes, with the NFL. He's a legend. And when I tweeted about your injury, he texted me and said, please put me in contact with Derrick Lewis. I want to help him. I can help him. I can get him back to 100%. The great DDP wants to help you.
How old is he?
I'd say off the top of my head, maybe 50s, late 40s, maybe early 50s, something like that. But this guy, I mean, look him up. DDP Yoga. He's a life changer. What he did for Jake the Snake Roberts, Scott Hall, and he's working now with top athletes. He reached out to me. I didn't even know he followed me on Twitter, to be honest.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, if we'll see what the UFC want me to do, because they don't want to pay for them, so I'm not paying for it. They don't want to pay for it. So whatever they want to spend their money at, then I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, hopefully that can happen. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously, just want you to be 100% healthy, and I have seen his work. He's been on the show before, talked about it. I believe in what he does, and I thought it was really cool that he cared enough to reach out to you. Didn't ask me, by the way, to mention this publicly, but I know you were a little hesitant, so maybe I thought, putting it out there, people would.
Shit, I could barely touch my toes. I ain't no way in the hell I could do some damn yoga, put my ass in there.
Listen, go when you have a second, go on YouTube and type in DDP Yoga. You'll see some miracles before your eyes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Derrick.
I got you.
All right. Just looking out, my man. Hang in there. Feel better.
Sure.
And keep us posted on how everything goes with the MRI, and hopefully you feel better soon and are able to resume your career soon.
Yeah, I'll send you the results. If they give me the results today, I'll send you the X-ray and MRI.
Please.
Even if I could post it, I will post it. To let people know that shit. There ain't no bitch in me. I didn't pull out the fight because I was scared, nothing like that. It was just motherfucking injured. I was hurt.
Yeah. No one believes that. Everyone knows that you would have fought. And probably for the sake of the longevity of your career, it was probably the right choice, even though I know it, it really sucked not to get that money. But yeah, no one who is sane believes that. That's for sure.
For anything, I should have pulled out the Travis Brown fight, the Mark Hunt fight, because those guys more dangerous than motherfucking Werdum. He don't even got no knockout power.
Well, there you go.
All he want to do is wrap his legs. All he want to do is wrap his legs around you and let you smell his booty on. That's it.
Oh, man. By the way, speaking of which, right after the news broke, Francis Ngannou was in the media room and actually came up to me and asked me about you and said, how's your friend doing? Because he heard the news. So, maybe there's hope for you and Francis.
Hope for what?
I don't know, a friendship down the line, you know?
Damn friendship. No damn friendship.
He seemed to care.
Don't fuck with him.
All right, I'm just saying
Don't
he seemed
fuck
to
with
care.
him.
Okay. What? What's your problem with him? Just his
But
haircut?
that goes to show you right there. He had a Google Translate and trying to start a beef between me and him on Twitter.
Oh, for real? When was that?
Yeah, if he, after the Mark fight, you know, if he was really sincere, the shit talking he was talking on the internet, then he would have said something to you right there. But now you want to see how I'm doing?
Well, he
Out
also
of here. Fuck him and his Google Translator.
so, and his what?
His Google Translator.
Okay.
Talking shit on the internet. I can't type that shit.
He also asked to replace you on hour's notice. So I don't know how badly you felt, but he did, for the record, ask about your health status and how you were doing, and refer to you as my friend.
I don't know, man. Them people something else.
All right. Get well soon, Derrick. Thanks for coming on, and keep us posted, please.
Yeah, I will. I'll send you a message later and let you know. Appreciate
All right.
it. Thanks,
my man. There he is, the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis.